Thank you and have a great trip.
If you have not picked up your tickets, please do so now at the ticket office. Have a great day and thank you for riding the Mount Washington Cog Railway. Yeah. Everybody.
An extremely awesome train ride today. My name's Eli. I'm gonna be your guys' brakeman.
My name's Joey. I'll be your engineer. You guys ready for a fun train ride? I like the excitement. You know why? Because you have the best brakeman and engineer on the mountain. By the way, guys, we'll be doing about 5 miles an hour on the way up and 100 on the way down. Just kidding. We'll be doing about 5 miles per hour both ways, and I'll let Eli take over. I'll be in the back of the engine pushing you guys up. Here we go.
Now we're hopping onto our first trestle here. This river we're going over is an awesome river. I love this river. It's called the Ammonoosuc. In the Abenaki native language, it means the long, narrow fishing place. A lot of native brook trout swimming through this river here. Now, this river, the reason it's so awesome is because it's coming out of these lakes that are extremely up high. They're right in between Mount Washington and Mount Monroe. Sitting at over 5,000 feet high, the Lakes of the Clouds are the highest elevation bodies of water east of the Mississippi River. The tracks are just a little under 3.5 miles long with a speed of 5 miles an hour. 45-minute trip. We should be at the summit right around 11:10. Go ahead and look up there on the skyline of the mountain. If you follow the tracks up, you can see that little black dot up there. You guys see that? It's a biodiesel train on its way down right now. We're going to pass right by it once we get up to the passing tracks. Now, I know some of you folks are wondering, what's up with the gigantic water tank in the middle of the mountain? Well, I know some of you know. So for those of you that know, go ahead and yell it out. The steam engine. How many gallons of water is that? A lot of people think they're granite. You ready? They're not granite. They are taken for granite.
Everybody back up just a few feet. We're going to need... How's everybody doing this afternoon? All right, did you enjoy your stay at the summit? Yes. All right, my name is Josh. I'm going to be your brakeman on the way down. Who'd you guys have for a brakeman on the way up? Eli, did he do a good job? Yes. Did he talk a lot? Yes. Did he talk too much? No. So he did perfect? Yes. Good, I don't have to do anything. That's actually how it's going to work for the most part. I'm going to let you guys have a nice relaxing ride back down the mountain. I'm only going to point out just a very few things along the way that you can oversee a little bit better. Other than that, I'll let you guys relax. I know you had to listen to one of us all the way up. I'm not going to make you go through that again on the way down. Now the rules have changed just a little bit. You guys can still open and close the windows as you wish. You can stand up at your seats. I just can't allow anybody out in the aisle on the way down. Just in case we were to stop real sudden, I don't want you to trip, fall, and roll down the aisle and get hurt. Now also my job has changed just a little bit. Eli, he was standing out on the platform and watching the tracks. While I'm standing up here by my brakes and I'm going to be watching the back of the engine. And the engineer, he's going to be watching the tracks this time. I got just a couple of quick questions for you, then I'm going to turn around and leave you guys to your piece. The first question I have is, how many people here think we're connected to that engine? All right, let me rephrase this question. How many people hope we're connected to that engine? There's a few more hands. We're actually not connected to the engine. We're just resting up against it on what's called a bumper block and roller block system. It looks similar to this, and you can see the movement up and down and side to side as we're going along the tracks. Now, with all that movement, if we were actually connected to the engine, he would knock this coach off the tracks all the time, so that wouldn't be very safe. Another reason that we're not connected to the engine is just in case anything ever happened to the engine and started flying down the side of the mountain. I can put these brakes on and get us stopped, and I don't have to worry about him pulling us along with it. We'll be sitting still. So it is all safety reasons that we're not connected. Now, the last question that I have for you is there anybody on this train that knows the fastest time down the mountain by any means from top to bottom? Did you say 2 minutes and something? Yeah, that's right. 2 minutes and 31 seconds is the record down the mountain. I think we can probably beat that from here, though. Who wants to try? You two are going by yourself. This was done on what was called a slide board, or otherwise known as the devil's shingle. It was a piece of wood about 1 foot wide, 3 feet long. It had a little seat on it and a handle on either side for the brakes. And it ran right down the center of the tracks just like the cogwheels do. Now, they started using these in 1870 and they were banned by 1920. Too many people were getting injured on them. Now, the guys that would use these were the guys at the summit that had the newspaper. That's how they delivered their newspapers out first thing in the morning. They jump on one of those slide boards and head down the mountain. And also the guys that were working on the tracks, at the end of the day, they wanted a faster way down the mountain so they didn't have to take that slow steam ride back down. So they just started using these slide boards as well. Now, the average time down the mountain was about 15 minutes with a top speed of around 60 miles an hour on some of the steeper portions of the track. That guy that set the record at 2 minutes and 31 seconds, he was doing an average speed of about 80 miles an hour and almost 100 on the steeper portions of the track. Now, not too many people reached those speeds. There was just a couple of daredevils, and most of them did work for us on the Cog Railway. I hope that doesn't mean anything against us. Now, I'm going to turn around here, start doing my job. If you can holler to me if you got a question and I can hear you, I will be more than welcome or more than happy to answer that question. If I can't hear you, then I'll try to answer you as you're getting off the coach down at the base, so don't forget those questions.
These are the first 4 mountains of the presidential range of 10 mountains, the northern presidentials.
at Bird's Ravine on the way up. You get a great look over here on the right on the way back down. You can look right down into the base of Bird's Ravine and see where the avalanche of 2011 took out all the trees down there. And we're still getting a great view of Jefferson, New Hampshire over there in the valley on the right-hand side. Hotel. If you look straight down ahead of us, you get a great view of that, along with Redwood Ski Area. You can also see the road that you guys drove up and on. You can see our shops down below, the base station. You can also see the water tank and the halfway house from this point as well. Jacob's Ladder, if anybody wants to give it another shot of standing up on the steepest portion of our track system here. I promise it's completely safe. You can only go as far as me. I won't let you go any further. Over here on the left-hand side, we get another great view of the Ammonoosuc Ravine. You can also see the Lake of the Clouds up one more time. We got a flat tire. Any volunteers to help change it? No, I'm just kidding. Just like on the way up, we do have to stop before each switch to make sure it's set in the right position for us. Now, once we get rolling again, we're going to be going by our buddy Eli. If anybody'd like to say hi or wave to him, you are more than welcome.
Hey, Eli.
At this time, I'd like to thank you again for joining us on the Mount Washington Cog Railway. Please double check, make sure that you have all your belongings. And when we get down here to the base station, I'm going to ask that everybody please remain seated. Allow me to be the first one out, so that way I can set up the stairs for you and open up the chain gate. Then I'll reach my head back in and let you know that it's all right to exit the coach. On your way out, please watch your step. And if you get your pictures taken before you get on the train, don't forget to check those out. That's right beside the gift shop at the Cog-a-Ronsey station. And then if you want to check out one of those slide boards, we do have one of those set up in our museum, which is upstairs. And I hope you guys enjoyed your trip today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your